Well, we got hit. We both got hit anyway, right? Or did it?
Yeah, it got the both of yous.
Oh, motherfucker!
I rolled good. They're dexterous motherfuckers.
These
Oh, well.
dexterous ass
Oh, well.
kobolds.
On the bright side, I rolled low on damage. We'll get there when we get there, but for initiative, who's above a 20?
Do we add anything?
Oh, I need to roll.
You had your
Hold on.
dexterity.
11.
I am exactly 20.
Okay, so I'm sure you're first. 15 to 20?
Just really quick, who has the lowest?
Who what?
Lowest
Well,
initiative?
I have alert. So I'm kind of making it a rule that I'm always gonna swap my initiative with whoever on our team has the lowest.
Got you. Okay, well, what's your initiative?
Mine's 16.
Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. 15 to 10.
14.
And 11? Okay, so then, David, do you want to swap with Dan?
Sure.
Take it.
Yeah. All right, I'm up off my ass. I'm feeling good.
All right, so Doug takes. Forget, do I add to? I sure do. 5 points of piercing damage, and Elena takes 4. So that was kind of their surprise attack. So we'll go top of the round then. Amanda, you're up. So now that they've revealed themselves, I'll kind of showcase the situation here. That mouth, there are 2 kobolds stationed at the top with crossbows. Further in, I can kind of zoom out a little bit here. Gee, I sure wish I could move this better. Man, the Fog of War really, I wish it worked. I'll have to look into that. There is 1 kobold stationed in front of the boulders. Now that you're like in the opening, you can kind of see that. And you can't see him yet. He's here.
Yeah,
There's supposed to be a fog there.
Okay, so what am I gonna do? What do I got?
For the purposes of cover, since they're up there, they've revealed themselves. They are technically in half cover. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is disadvantage. But I'll double check.
How high up are they?
About 20 feet.
Ooh.
Okay, so no. Half cover is +2 to their AC, so that's all.
So technically, we finished a long rest, correct? Before we got here.
Yeah, you're raring to go.
Okay. Sorry, getting used to the new fighter rules. Apparently, I gain heroic inspiration whenever you finish a long rest. It's just
What's
a human.
that mean?
It allows you to let's see. Your DM can give you heroic inspiration to a.
Is that just like an inspiration thing? Like,
yeah,
like
you can expend
okay.
it to re-roll any die.
Oh, okay.
immediately
so it's
after
just
rolling it.
inspiration. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. So fighters just wake up ready to go.
Oh, that's human. Oh,
That's human?
that's a new human
Yes.
rule.
That's a human feature. I have that too.
That's crazy. Wow, they really did buff races then, because I know, so humans get that, and then elves just get straight up any wizard cantrip. That's crazy.
That's cool.
What you doing?
I'm contemplating if I want a wild shape or not. Because I don't really have any ranged things.
You could wild shape into I believe spider is 1/4. And then you could just walk up that, if you're trying to get to those 2, I assume.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, wild shape into a giant wolf spider.
Gross.
Oh.
Oh, gee!
Suddenly, Elena just gets shot with a crossbow, and seeing that wound just morphs into a medium-sized giant wolf spider, so about as big as a person.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm gonna go skitter on up the wall.
So you have 40 feet?
40 feet, yeah.
So, literally perfect. You're 22 and 20 up.
Hell yeah.
So you literally can get right here.
Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna bite it.
Sure are. Go ahead and make an attack roll. So it's +3 to hit. And they're not half cover since you're just up there.
Well, that was a crit fail.
Oh,
Well,
no.
that'll do you. So to be fair, you climb all the way up as fast as you can. At the last of your sprint, you crest it and just go for the bite. And it watched you do that. So this kobold kind of backs up against the wall and just barely misses your teeth. It does look terrified since a giant spider just tried to bite it. And I think that's you don't have multi-attack, right?
No.
Alright, that's your turn.
That is my turn.
David, you're up.
All right. I'm going to step out into the light. And
No, you
can
have
I
3 temporary hit points.
do I have direct line of sight of them? They're like behind me cover.
They are technically half cover.
Half
Well,
cover?
actually, the one that Amanda attacked had to stand up.
I
So that one's no longer under half cover. This one still is.
I see. Gotcha. Um,
Because they were like kind of laying on the base of that opening.
got it.
But that one no longer is.
All right. I am going to use my bonus action to Misty Step right up behind them and then hit them with specifically the highest one, like on the map. Right there, yep. Misty Step right there, and I'm gonna hit them with a 2nd level chromatic orb.
Just to the face?
Yep.
God
Oh
damn,
my
okay.
god.
So I guess make a ranged spell attack with advantage because you're flanking.
Oh yeah, I'm disadvantaged with the 5 meters. So when it neutral out.
So yes, because you're too close.
Yes.
But you're flanking, so it's neutral.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so let me just make sure chromatic orb. Yeah, okay, I can also pick the type damage. Type damage is gonna be acid.
Okay, so make your roll.
That's a 19, 25 total.
Nice.
That hits.
Yep, and then so that will be 24 points of acid damage.
Oh my god.
So, this giant spider crawls up the wall, gets there, goes for the bite. The kobold, seeing that happening, backs up fully against the wall, barely dodging this spider bite. And before it catches its breath, to your left, but to everyone else's behind it, Johnny appears, spins, and with a backhand holding this ball of acid, puts it on the face as it's up against the wall. As the magic dissipates, there's no head anymore.
Oh my god.
I
Holy
just
shit.
like at the end of that, I just kind of kick it off the cliff.
The body falls
Yeah.
limply.
Yep.
Oh,
I did it!
Gideon, I know why you keep them around.
The kobold next to you guys is maybe pissing its pants. Because in its vision, a giant spider came up and then somebody took away the head of its comrade. But yeah, this motherfucker is dead. How do I get rid of a token?
Yeah, Wild Magic is rolling a nat 1, right?
Now it's a nat 2.
Yeah. Got it.
Right,
Yeah.
you know what?
Get
You
that.
go. That's how I get to go. It's gone.
Bye
now.
bye. Okay, bye.
Adios.
Okay. With that, Zach, you're up. Unless there's anything you wanted to do. You didn't use you used 5 feet of movement. I don't know if you wanted to run deeper in. Or if you're going to stay with the other kobold. Because you use your bonus action and your action, so you still have some movement left.
David?
David? So you still have
sorry.
movement
I
left
thought
if
my
you wanted to
turn was
run
over.
deeper
My
in.
bad.
No, I ended it prematurely on your behalf. You used your action, bonus action, and 5 foot of movement. You still have 25 feet of movement.
Oh, then yeah, I will bring myself to be 10 feet behind the next one. So the one like right below, yeah, like right there, yeah.
Yeah, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you're good. Alright, huge. Alright, now Zach, you're up. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, combat started.
Yes.
People are being attacked. I am seeing my friends getting shot at. I am seeing violence happening. And Gideon just goes, "Oh, no." And as he says that, I'm imagining the scar along his face begins to glow red. And his eyes begin to roll back. And as that happens, he momentarily gets engulfed in this red flame. And now his robes have changed to red. And adorning his face is a skeletal mask with glowing red eyes and fangs all along the ridge of it. And as this happens, I stand back up, look at the kobolds that are attacking them, and I just go, "Oh, finally!" And I am going to immediately agony blast the furthest kobold from me.
What's the range on that?
I believe Eldritch Blast has a 120
It's,
foot
like,
huge.
huge. Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to, if I need to move, I'll move the distance. If
You
not,
can
I'm
get
just
the one by
shooting
the
them.
Okay, you can get the one by the boulders, which is the furthest, unless you meant this one.
I did mean the one by the boulder.
Okay, yeah, that's 50 feet. You got it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna shoot that thing with an agony blast.
Go for it.
7.
That is not gonna hit.
So I like to think
It
I
is
say that.
50 feet away.
That is fair.
So-
I like to think.
Forgive me. What is your demon's name again?
Zeminier.
In Zeminir's excitement and bloodlust, finally getting able to kill something, just starts throwing blasts, and the first one goes just wide, hitting the boulder next to it.
I was gonna say I like to think I gotta immediately shoot the Eldritch Blast, and as it misses, just I look at my hand, just ugh, Gideon, kept me out for too long. I'm getting a little bit rusty. And yeah, that'll be my turn. I have nothing else I can do.
Doug, the freaks have finished doing things. You're up.
Doug takes kind of a moment, and looks at the spider.
This is the party you agreed to help.
Yeah, I look at the spider, I look at the dead kobold, and I turn around and see a completely different person. And I just kind of turn and go, okay. And the kobold directly in front of me, that's like, what, 60, 70 feet?
So the one in front of you on the ground is 45 feet away.
Okay.
The one over here is 20 feet away, but it's also 20 feet up.
Yeah. The spider and the acid thrower are up there, and they're taking things. They're doing fine. Oh man. Okay, so I am going to use my action to dash.
Okay.
And I'm going to run all the way up to the other kobold. Let's see, what can I do for a bonus action?
You can get about here.
With dash? Shouldn't it be 60?
You're 30-foot speed, right?
Yeah, 30.
Oh, yeah, I guess if I measured it, because you were there.
Yeah.
I counted squares instead of doing that. But I think I must have miscounted. Beep.
Cool. I'm gonna just set myself up there and just kind of turn and look. Hey there, I'm gonna hurt you now.
That might be the scariest one so far.
And there's nothing else I can really do, so I'll go ahead and pass my turn.
Make a perception check real quick, because you're at the opening of this boulder.
Okay, yeah. 17.
You see a lot of kobolds running back and forth back there. There is something bigger than a kobold, like maybe humanoid-sized, back there as well. But it's kind of hard to make out past the kobold in front of you.
Oh, what do you got going on back there?
Don't you know?
I will
Don't
say,
you know?
I messed up on this, so we'll keep what's happened so far. I forgot that this ruler is using Roll20's grid, not the grid of the image. Meaning a square on this ruler is 3.5 feet about.
Oops.
Oh.
So
okay.
that's where the mistake's coming by. Again, my mistake, but I will stop using the ruler from here on out.
Well, I think the ruler's probably the only. I mean, if the square's only 3.5 feet, I think the ruler's the only way we're gonna tell.
I mean, well, the squares are meant to be 5 foot, because that's
Oh,
D&D
okay,
for
yeah.
you. So I'll just count squares.
Okay. Got it.
That being said, Zach, you didn't use any movement on your turn. Did you
I did
want to
not.
move?
I guess I could move like a few feet closer to my targets to get like a better view of the whole thing.
Yippee.
Yeah. I'll just say like at the center, yeah.
Okay, got you. All right. Doug, you use your movement and your dash. Do you have a bonus action you wanted to use, or you're good to go?
Let's see. Yeah, no, there's
do
there's nothing else I can do, and I'm not going to use a second wind quite yet, so I'm clear.
It's kobold time, baby.
Uh-oh.
So this one's dead. We have this guy who was laying on the ground a moment ago holding a crossbow, drops the crossbow, stands up, and just charges at the spider. He's going to try to essentially grapple you. He didn't have the time to pull out a sword, and he is surrounded. So it's, I guess, they changed how grapple works. So I gotta look that up now. I believe it's just I make an unarmed attack. He's making an unarmed attack on you, and if it hits, you have to do a saving throw. So that's how this works now. Yikes his strength. Does a 13 hit?
That's the spider's armor class.
What about mage armor? Or did that break?
Wild shape doesn't break concentration. So I guess you would still have mage armor.
How much does mage armor give me?
13 plus dex. So you have a 16 armor class.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, he goes to grab you. But he almost gets a hold of like your torso. But with the shimmer of the mage armor, he just can't quite get a hold of you. That is his turn. The one over by the boulders is up and is going to swing at you with his sword. Wife verification? That is a nat 20.
Oh my God.
Doug, you're getting smacked.
I'm imposing luck on it.
Let's go.
So
Okay, so that's disadvantage.
Yeah.
Good time to use it.
Yeah. I wasn't going to, but I'm not
Still
taking it.
hit. That's a 21.
Okay.
I mean, I assume a 21 hits. I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
be
yeah,
presumptuous. We are level 3 after all.
Damn, they rolling
Okay.
high.
Crit failed the damage though, so that's a 3 damage for you.
Okay.
Phew.
Rolled a 1 on that one. Alright, so that's him. I'm going to, because the Fog of War doesn't work, I'm going to temporarily just go, boop. Don't mind me for a moment. Do not look at the screen. Nothing's going on back here.
Okay.
Nothing shady happening.
Woo.
Well, if
I'm
it's
looking
happening in the
away.
fog of war, it's inherently shady.
Alright, so some things have happened. In your vision, Doug, another one comes from behind the kobold. Can't quite get through the opening they've made, but it is going to make a crossbow attack at you.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit.
Yes.
Yippee! God damn it! That's another 3!
So good.
And Johnny, around the bend of that cave you're kind of standing at the end at, one of them kind of comes from that cave deeper in and is going to make a crossbow shot at you. Does a 19 hit. I'm gonna assume that's a yes, Johnny.
Oh, so sorry. I thought you were talking to Doug still.
You're good. You're good. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yippee! 6 damage.
6 damage. Got it.
as a crossbow bolt gets you in the arm.
I put 11 damage in. 1 second.
Ouchie.
Not 11 damage. I'm
Yeah,
not that
no.
mean.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just
We're
let me
level,
just, let me just
we're
re-spin
level
it quick.
3. It's kobolds with crossbows.
6
I'm
damage.
not trying to kill you.
Yeah, I put in the result of 6 damage into the damage.
All right, and with that, it is top of the round. Amanda, you're up.
I'm gonna bite the kobold in front of me.
Make an attack.
10.
10 does hit.
Heck yeah.
They are kobolds. So it is 1d6 plus 1, and I have to make a con saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not very constitute.
Four.
Hold on. Oh, I failed that save. I assume. What's your DC? DC 11? Oh, wait. I might pass it. DC 11. What's your constitution? It's a negative. Never mind. I don't pass it. So 4 damage on the bite.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, 1d6, that's the piercing
Yep.
damage.
Must
and
take a
then-
con save though failed it. So 2d6 poison on a failed save. So go ahead and roll 2 more d6.
That's 11.
All right. So Johnny, you see as the spider goes in for that second bite at the kobold who's trying to grapple it, and lands the jaw right on the shoulder. And as the spider opens it, the green ooze dripping on it, and the kobold goes to stand up and just coughs blood and falls over. That one's dead.
Oh.
Well then it says if the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour.
Oh, it's not a lethal poison.
So
Even
Huh.
after regaining hit points and is paralyzed. Oh, so it's paralyzed. So it's got 1 hit. It's got stabilized at 0 hit points and is paralyzed. Okay.
It
so
needs to be poked.
It's technically alive, but I'm gonna make him flat. Technically alive kobold right there. All right. Anything else on your? That was your action. Your bonus action and movement
I
still.
don't think I have any bonus actions as a spider.
All right. Do you want to move anywhere?
I guess I'll start scurrying around the bend.
How much movement are you trying to use?
I'll just use all of it. I have 40 feet.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. At this point, you see the kobold here. Do you want to keep going?
Heck yeah.
25, 30, 35, 40. I mean, you don't have an action, but you're there. Do you want to go all the way up to the kobold?
Yep.
You got it. All right. David, you're up.
All right, I'm going to let me think here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to look at the kobold that is almost dead,
Yeah.
and I'm going to just cast a firebolt at it.
It's paralyzed. I think that just hits. I'm going to double check.
Pretty sure.
Paralysis hits with crits.
Ooh.
If I recall
Uh-oh.
correctly, paralysis always hits with a crit.
Paralyzed creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak, automatically fails, so attack rolls have advantage. Any attack that hits is a crit. So you have advantage, and if it hits, it's a crit.
Got
If you're within 5 feet. So you just have advantage from where you are. Unless you want to get
Oh,
closer.
yeah, it has to be
I already
melee.
did closer. I'm good.
Alright, so you have
Rolls
advantage.
All right, yeah, that is a 22.
Yeah, you sure hit.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So I hit him with firebolt.
Dead.
Yep. And I'm going to step a bit 2 spaces over to the left, and I'm going to use where is it? Yep, I'm going to use my meta magic and turn my chromatic orb into a bonus action,
Sure.
and I'm going to hit the kobold standing right in front of me.
Go for it.
I'm going to make it fire.
Okay.
All right.
Make your attack roll.
Yep. That is a 18.
That hits.
All right, so then it would be 3d8 fire, which is 14 fire.
And you hurl this chromatic orb at the kobold.
Yep.
It goes right through its chest, and it falls to its knees dead.
Oh.
Ah, they squish.
They're kobolds. They're pack hunters, not quite big man hunters. That being said, now with that kobold gone and looking further into the cave,
Oh,
you see.
big boy.
So you know how there's goblins and hobgoblins?
Yeah.
You've never quite seen this before, but it's almost as if there was a hob-kobold.
Interesting.
And
A-
it's large?
6 foot tall, with gargantuan arms kobold
Oh my god.
is at the base of this camp. Make a perception check for me. It's got reach. That's what that's for. Yeah, you and Alana can make the, or Elena can make the perception check.
What's perception under? Is that Casey that just pooped?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I get to keep my stats, my wisdom stats.
Yes, you keep your wisdom as a spider.
$24.
24. And David, what was your perception?
My perception, passive or
Just perception check.
perception check. Hold on, let me roll that quick. It says 17.
The both of you notice what appears to be a large cone, almost like a megaphone, next to the fire behind him.
I knew it, Wizard of Oz shit.
You
Some pieces are starting to connect. With that, that is your turn. Zach, you're up.
Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna run up closer to where Doug is with those 2 kobolds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get about there.
Okay, and that's enough range. And
That's
as I'm
30
running
feet,
up,
yeah.
perfect. And as I'm running up, I can see both kobolds, right?
Yes.
Okay. As I run up, I see Doug, and Zeminier is going to shout,
Oh, so it looks like Gideon made a new friend. That's new for him. Allow me to help you, new friend.
and I'm going to cast
thanks.
Cause Fear. I'm going to cast Cause Fear on both kobolds.
Oh boy. Okay, so let me check what I gotta do for that.
Both
Unless you have it in front of you.
kobolds- I'm reading it right now.
Huge.
Both kobolds have to make a wisdom saving throw, and upon failing, the 2 of them have the frightened status effect.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 14.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't know why I asked. I don't know why I asked before I roll. Yeah, one of them got a 1, but
Okay.
they both definitely fail that. So they're frightened. Conditions. If I remember correctly, but I'm just gonna double check. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you're in their line of sight, and they cannot willingly move closer to you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was your action and movement. Do you have a bonus action you'd care to use?
No, I'm good.
The Doug, you're right in front of him. You see
Yeah.
these kobolds like looking at you, about to ready their next attack, and suddenly their heads snap towards what was Gideon, and seeing the full visions with a bit of magic flair, they're somehow their scales go almost pale in color, and they are quivering. Next up, Doug, it's you.
Oh, great. I'm going to pull back and swing my maul as hard as I can at the first kobold.
Make an attack roll.
That's going to be an 18.
You sure did hit.
Sweet. This will be for damage. 8 plus. That's going to be 11 damage. And
So
I'm assuming he
you
Go ahead.
Is the maul the hammer on your back?
That is the hammer. If he doesn't die, I want to topple him.
So you rear back as they're both looking at what was Gideon, and you kind of take it, one-handed, lean it, Mario and Luigi style, right foot in the air, straight down onto it, and you hit ground. And just as you lift the hammer off of the ground, there's just soup underneath it.
Oh,
yeah,
whoops.
That one's dead. That one's dead.
Great.
And the only person in the party that saw that is Zeminier.
Who I need to point out, when I see that, I give a thumbs up and just go,
Oh, I like you.
Oh, well, hey, that's great. I kind of like you for whatever you did to these guys.
But yeah, that one is super dead now.
Great. With that, I'm going to take one step forward to be able to swing at the next guy. I can't, and I'm not going to action surge for this. So I'll move forward 5 feet, so he is within my range, and then I will use a bonus action to do Second Wind to recover. Oh. I'm gonna recover. That's the wrong dice. There it is. D10. I recover 6 plus 3, so I recover 9 HP.
Huge.
Sweet. Almost back up to max, baby.
Alright, and with that, it's kobold time. So it has disadvantage with line of sight, and it cannot willingly move closer. If he moves away, he's not smart. The kobold is going to, playing to the kobold's intelligence, it's going to try to back up into here, triggering an attack of opportunity if you'd like to take one.
I would absolutely love to.
Feel free. They are kind of stupid and pack animals. This thing is backing up.
All right, that is going to be a 17 versus AC.
That hits.
Great, and then that'll be 10 damage.
So this one, still staring at the visage of Zeminier, begins to back up through the boulders, and you notice it's walking backwards and not looking at you. You make another bowl of soup. And lifting the hammer, you see another kobold running up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As it steps through its squished comrade, it is going to make an attack at you.
Okay.
brave little kobold.
Yeah.
It gotta avenge its 2 squished brethren. It's not gonna do it though. That's an 8. He slips a little bit on the blood puddle and completely swings wide.
Wow. Okay. I just gotta go. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's just gonna do that then. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. So this misshapen, gargantuan kobold approaches Elena and Johnny. And it can't quite get all the way to you on its turn. But you can see as it approaches, it takes one of those messed up hands, touches its chest, and some kind of... Does Detect Magic remain up, or is that like a... I don't remember how Detect Magic works.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes? Yeah, it would have been here from now. You can tell it casted a transmutation spell on itself.
Ooh. Okay.
Ew.
But you don't see any visual of any change besides that.
Uh-oh.
Top of the round is you, Amanda.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I'm not a spider anymore. That
Okay,
I
yes, you
decided.
bonus actioned out of a spider.
I did. Let's see. I want to do Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
I
So
will.
Constitution saving throw.
Heck yeah.
13. I believe your DC is a 15.
Yeah.
All right, so it takes the damage. That's 2d8.
2d8. Wait, that's d6.
It's the rhombuses. Which I guess a d6 on its diagonal is a rhombus, but you know.
Double 8s.
God damn.
That never happens.
That's a 16. Does it get pushed or anything?
Let me double check. Pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay. So yeah, he eats that. So you kind of... The spider reforms into Alana. You push out your hands and a wave of echoous thunder comes through, made louder by the cave. And it takes full damage and is pushed 1, 2, 10 feet back. Let me adjust a little bit so you can see better. Yeah. And with that, it was bonus action. You have movement.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Alright.
And end my turn.
David, you're up.
All right. I am going to get a little bit closer to the giant kobold, like probably 10 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to use one of my Font of Magic sorcery points and create a new 2nd level spell slot.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb.
And that's the sound of
for
the
it.
kobold.
Yeah.
It's going to be damage type of, we'll say, oh wait, what's that one? Oh yeah, okay, let's say fire. And all right,
Go for it.
let me roll for that. That is a 12.
If you want to join on your phone. To hit?
To hit, yeah.
Let me double check this guy. He's still kobold. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. Yep. And then yep, that will be 19 points of fire damage.
Where were you aiming that?
I was aiming for like chest, like more like critical area.
So this kobold just got pushed back by the thunder wave. It throws its 2 misshapen hands into the rubble below, gets a grip on the ground, and pulls itself to a lunge at the both of you. And as it begins to go forward, the glowing ball of fire in your hand gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you just flick it in its direction. And meeting midair, it goes clean through its chest. Its sizzling corpse lands and skids towards you.
That's what I'm talking about.
With that, the creepy motherfucker over here is up.
Oh, that's me.
Do I have a good view of this new kobold that is attacking Doug?
Yes, yeah, it's at the entrance of that like gap.
I am going to point at it and attempt to hit it with an agonizing blast.
Go for it.
15.
That hits.
Let's go. 6 damage.
Huge. So, and that's a necrotic or force, I forget.
That is force damage.
Okay, so this kobold running up to avenge its friends slipped on the blood puddle, sword goes wide, and while its arm is still in the air, a chunk of its arm just gets shot through with this sickly blast of energy. But it's still standing.
He's resilient.
Doug?
Hmm.
I don't like that.
Well, I'm trying to decide, do I spare him and get some information out of him, or do I squish him?
Do I squish him?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna roll to see if I squish him.
Oh, well, that was a crit fail on interrogation, so let's just go ahead and swing.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Roll to squish.
14?
14 hits.
It's squishy time. That's gonna be 11 damage.
Yeah, he had 4 left, so you make a third puddle. You just as you lift the hammer off the ground. And with that, currently there is no active threat.
Currently.
So we can leave initiative order. I'll leave the big kobold's corpse there. As you kind of see the full camp. I assume you all enter the camp now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a brief moment to reach into my bag to pull out a rag to clean the ball off. Just like scrape, like try to get all the blood and guts off it.
Oh my
For sure.
god.
It is a family heirloom. I gotta keep it clean.
Understandable.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And while you're doing that, I just walk up to you and I slap you on the back. And it's just
Wow! Of all of Gideon's friends, you must be my new favorite. The way you just clobbered those insolent little creatures was absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I really enjoy your voice.
Thank you very, very much, new friend. Gideon always tells me that I'm annoying and shrill, but I never quite saw it that way.
Oh, well, you know, some people it's the high tones. Sometimes high tones just bother the eardrums, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, I understand. I usually kill the people that think that anyway, so it works out.
Oh boy. Oh no. Doug, you really got yourself into something weird this time.
Right, do I overhear any of this?
Yeah, you guys are kind of converging.
I'm gonna yell over at Gideon or Ziminiar. Yeah, Ziminiar.
Ziminier.
I'll be like, Zim, look at this! And I point to the burning corpse of the kobold.
Anything but that one.
What do you mean?
Oh, what is it, mortal being?
Look at that! And I point back at the burning corpse.
What could you possibly... Ooh. Oh my.
And that one! Alright, and I kind of like, I kind of gesture around the rock to like the headless one.
My, since the last time Gideon's let me out, you've gotten stronger.
I know.
I'm just looking over all the dead bodies, with my hands on my sides, all just like a proud parent inspecting. it's like I'm a proud parent inspecting a drawing my kid made.
So you have this whole camp in front of you. Like I mentioned, looking around, the two entrances seem to both converge on the opening behind you. This definitely was a bear den, but it's been kind of cleared out into a makeshift camp. There's, as you can see, plenty of bedrolls, that fire that, looking at it again, was enchanted to glow brighter, and next to it is a megaphone-looking cone, and pieces start to fall together. There are a couple crates of dead animals and foraged plants next to you. Plenty of barrels of wine, about 3 full ones and 1 empty. And go ahead and make, everyone can make a perception check for me. Just looking around. Unless you want to look for something specifically.
Nope, not really.
Can I do an investigation on the wine to see if it is of quality enough to sell?
Go for it.
I got an 8.
Okay. It's a good cave.
One.
Yeah, that's okay.
Crit fail.
So you kind of walk up to the barrels, and you go to the first one, there's that cork, and you open it, kind of dip a finger, lick your finger. Tastes good. That's wine.
All right, that's wine. I can maybe sell this for a little bit of return.
Give me some of that. Gideon never drinks. I need to get my fill before he takes control back.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if Gideon would want
Oh,
me to.
come on, Doug. We're best friends, you and I, Doug. We go way back, Doug.
I shoot a look over to Johnny, like, what do I do?
I just start like just back and forth, makes a head just nope.
Don't listen to him. He's a fool. He's a fool.
I gotta cork this up. I want to make sure that we can make some money off this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I will remember this, Johnny.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
Zimnir, what was your do a perception for me?
I rolled a 6.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll for so right now Amanda can hear us but cannot talk. She's comforting the baby. But she's on her phone on Discord right now, so I'll roll her die. What is... Oh, right, your character sheet's over here. 18 perception. Okay. As you're all kind of looking around, Elena notices that back wall has a lot of tools by it. A few pickaxes and 3 or 4 broken shovels. So it seems like they were digging for something.
I'll go walk over there and take a look and see what's going on.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Yeah, as you approach this kind of back wall area, there's definitely markings and, like, damage to this wall. They were definitely making some kind of progress, but it's not clear what just at a glance.
That sure is a wall.
I'm going, I guess, to investigate the wall.
Yeah, Amanda said she's going to as well, so you can go. David, do you want to do an investigation check as well? All right, 3 investigation checks.
Nat
Oh my God. 3.
Huge.
Oh no,
3.
just 2. Just 2.
2. Okay, hopefully, I mean, her intelligence is low, but hopefully a 12 is good enough, whatever she adds to it. Investigation is -2, so that's a 10. Woo! It's a wall.
That is a good wall, nice and sturdy.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely not made of 2 plywood and straw.
Unless at this point, I don't know. There's a lot of blood around, but the violence has stopped. I don't know if Gideon's coming back or not.
Well,
I don't know what.
The way I see it, if there is no threat anymore and there is no potential for a new threat to show up, Gideon comes back. So
You've seen the full cave for now, unless this somehow opens up. But right now, you've seen every wall.
Okay, so I imagine in this scenario, Gideon is coming back.
Okay, so as you guys are kind of like feeling up this wall, suddenly a groggy-esque Gideon starts to approach from behind.
Oh, welcome back. How was your time in hell?
He goes to hell?
No, I don't go to hell. It's a long story. We can talk about it after we're out of the cave. What are we looking for? What happened?
I found a wall.
We found a wall.
You
It's a big wall.
found a wall.
Yeah, look at it.
What is special about the wall?
I don't know, it's a wall.
Oh, they were clearly digging at it. I'm just wondering, do I take a whack at it?
May I investigate the wall?
Make an investigation check.
6.
That's a wall!
Oh my God.
This is like Baldur's Gate, and you just see like perception check failed, and you're like, well,
It's like, well, I guess that's gone. You mentioned wanting to take a whack at it. You can try.
You know what? I'm gonna take a whack at it.
With your hammer, or are you picking up one of the spare pickaxes? What's the move?
I'm going. Look, I'm not gonna use a family heirloom
to try to knock out a wall, so I'll grab a pickaxe.
Valid. Sure. I guess make an attack roll for me.
Okay.
And you can say you're proficient since you're proficient with the tools. I'll give it to you.
Okay. With that is a 23.
So you see Doug kind of like saunter up a bit, reach down, pick up one of these pickaxes that's not broken or snapped. You kind of place your hand, feel the groove and the silt that's in this wall. It's mostly rock, but definitely compacted sedentary. There's maybe wasn't always here. And you lean in and you give it a... And that's hollow.
Oh.
There's something on the other side. You rear back and you give it a good thwack with the pickaxe, and your pick, as an adult human man, not, a kobold, goes through.
Oh.
Oh, what'd you do to the wall? That was a good wall.
You don't know if it was a good wall. Look, if it's pretty bad, if I can just hit it with a pickaxe and it goes right on through.
That's how walls work.
What? I don't think the quality of the wall matters. What's on the other side?
Whoa,
Doug?
whoa, whoa. Don't say that quality doesn't matter, all right? Let's not jump to that kind of conclusion.
Come on.
It's a wall inside of a cave.
And? Are you judging? Are you wallless?
Am I what?
Are you wallless?
I don't know what you're talking about. What's on the other side of the wall,
Get it,
Doug?
Gideon.
As you take the pickaxe out, a bit more of it crumbles, and you can't quite make it out, but within, 5-10 minutes, you can start making headway into this wall to get a sizable enough hole for light and possibly a person to scrunch through.
All right, well, we got a couple options. I can hit this for a little while, and we can maybe have a good vision, or can anyone blow it up?
Can I? I want to.
You can see I put my hand to my forehead, like my eyes closed, just. Yes, Johnny. Yes, you can attack the wall. Go ahead.
I turn to Johnny and kind of give him like 2 thumbs up really quick.
All right, I am going to wind up a first level chromatic orb with fire.
Go for it.
And I'm going to throw it at the wall with as much force as I can. All right. Do I need to roll to hit?
It's a stationary object. You hit it.
All right.
Actually, roll, though, just in case of wild magic.
Got it.
But its armor class is effectively 0.
I rolled a 4, so total 10.
Ooh, you're lucky you've been casting some fire spells because you're at 3.
Yeah! All right.
But you hit!
The damage to the wall is 16 fire damage to the wall.
Yeah, and with that, a good 8-foot by 8-foot circle is formed, and light starts to shine in.
I did it!
Looking into as the dust settles, behind this wall is an old stone entryway.
Oh.
What?
You've just encountered a ruin.
Oh.
Oh.
The security breach variety.
So, we're just standing in front of this newly opened wall, and we just see this pit just right in front of us, this entrance.
Yeah, it's this dark stone entryway. What it seems like, make a perception check.
Perception, all right.
Everyone? Or just Zach?
I guess whoever wants to like get a
I was
feel of
right
this
there.
recently
21.
broken open cave. 21. Okay.
21.
It's not gonna bother then.
How about you, Johnny? Okay, no, pretty good. So as the light starts bleeding into this jutless opening you found, you see that this is more of a natural hole of this cave that has been covered over time through, the natural processes of terraforming. But this hole seems to intersect what once was a stairwell, where at the roof of this ovular cave you're in, you notice more dark stone brick going up and then eventually meeting more cave, almost as if it's blocked off completely about a couple feet up. And diagonally down, where you could envision stairs once were, eventually on the floor, you see the other half of it, where it's this broken entrance now to a dark stone brick stairwell going down.
Okay. So, I'm imagining, upon seeing this, the entire time we've been in this cave, I have been very paranoid, very worried, very scared. The moment I see this, though, I've got a big, stupid grin on my face. And I am walking in there, and I'm just chuckling myself. I'm just, do you have any idea what we've just stumbled across?
Yeah, a stairwell.
This isn't just any stairwell.
You're right. It's a brick one.
This is forgotten. No, Johnny, please, for 1 minute, don't be Johnny, please. We are sitting
pretty hard.
We are sitting in front of forgotten history right here. These are things that scholars like myself dream of finding. This is an untapped dungeon we're standing right in front of.
You sure about that? I mean, as you say that, I'm gonna walk over and tap the stairs. Now it's tapped. We can go now.
What?
He's got a point.
I like to think I've just been like kneeling next to the stairwell and I'm just staring up at you speechless. I'm going to ignore your idiocy for a moment because it is overshadowed by how amazing what we have just found is. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea what could be down here? We could find
I know.
Relics.
Ooh, me. I know.
What?
More stairs.
Would anyone else like to humor me in the room right now?
Yeah, I just got like a small little thing here. Do you think this is gonna be a whole thing?
What do you mean a whole thing?
Oh, you know, like I got the cart and donkeys out there, and
What's your hit points at, my guy?
me?
Yeah.
23.
Out of?
25.
Okay, no, you're fine. I was, for comedic effect, I was wondering if you were like bleeding from the mouth as you're saying this, but no, you only lost 2 hit points. You're good.
No, I am purely concerned about the artisan furniture that is just by the side of the road.
Understood.
Oh, yes. Right. Yes, donkey. And you can see, like, as I'm saying that, I'm, like, staring longingly at the pit.
Well, what if we come back?
Could we?
Yes, we can come back.
Like,
Thank
I'm
you.
just not ready to do the whole thing here when I got goods in the cart and then, like, you understand.
No, yes, of course. I'm sorry. It's just when I'm face to face with the entrance to a untouched, unexplored dungeon that could have any number of ancient relics from a bygone era that we know nothing about. You know,
I'm gonna start walking down the stairs and kind of peek around the corner.
Hey, but be careful.
It's very dark.
I'll
Do you
be
have dark vision?
very careful. I don't.
I do.
Do you have a torch? It's dark in there.
I don't, but hold on, let me see if I can do this.
Like, you can, but before you walk downstairs in pitch black darkness, in case your character would have a light source, you might want to.
I just plan on going to the point where like light stops. Like, it's a part of like.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek down, and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to scream hello into the void.
Okay. You get about I would say a good 10-15 steps, because again, right now the light in this cave is coming from the fire in the main room.
Mm-hmm.
You guys busted through a sidewall, went like 10 feet to the right and downstairs. So there's not a lot of light already. So you get about like 15 steps before it gets like you can't see the next stair.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hit the
Oh!
And there's maybe a second of silence and just the
Gideon, there's nothing. I don't know why you're so
Well,
interested.
I wasn't expecting there to be people down there.
Well, that
but
makes it interesting.
I'm not concerned about whether or not there's people living down
I would
there.
be
What
concerned if
concerns
there's
me.
people down there.
Well, yes, I guess it would be concerning if there were people down
Yeah.
there. But that's not my
Maybe
main
I'm the
concern.
smart person here.
No. Anyway, my main concern is what we could find down there. Do you have any idea what we could potentially find in an untouched dungeon?
No.
Bricks.
No.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Magic items, books from a bygone era that could tell us
Oh.
of history unforeseen.
Books.
We could find inscriptions on the wall that could tell us of magic. There's so many things we could discover. You're a merchant, aren't you, Doug? Think of the things you could sell.
Oh no, I know what I sell. It's furniture, and that's about it.
But think
Wanna
about
sell
how much
bricks?
your market could expand if you were out there selling magic items.
No, I don't know.
Doug, buddy,
You just burst at the seams.
I'm gonna walk over to Doug and put my hand on his shoulder and look him deep in the eyes. You want to sell bricks?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there's nothing down there for you then.
Oh, okay, all right then.
No, please tell me I'm not the only one who grasps the amazing thing we've just discovered.
I mean, magic items sound kind of cool, but I'm
I
not
mean,
too interested. I'm not too interested in bricks and books. So
It's real neat, but Donkey and the furniture just out by the side of the road. And it's just really, it's just getting to
Oh
me.
my
I'm just now
God.
realizing.
Donkey has waited for, like, how long have we been down here?
So you had a bit of investigation, you had a couple rounds of combat, and you had to walk down. Say, like, at this point, half hour.
Donkey has had to wait for a half an hour. I think Donkey can wait a little bit longer.
Bandits only need 5 minutes.
Okay, I have a plan. What if we go back and get paid for our job, and then you and I can come back and investigate this dungeon?
no, I want to come
Nobody
too.
else
I
wants to
want
do
to
it.
come.
Well, I mean, once the cart's secured, I can. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not interested. There's definitely something
Oh,
here.
Okay, so let's go
So-
secure our stuff and get paid, and we'll come right back.
Yes, if the only concern is getting paid and taking care of Donkey, then we can do that before we come back. It's just, if we don't explore this, someone else will, and I do not want to lose this opportunity. Ever since I was a child, I have dreamt of exploring a dungeon like this.
We'll just throw a blanket over it. They won't even know it's there.
No
We
one's
better
gonna
do this
come
quick.
here. They think it's still filled with something scary.
I
They don't know we
grab a
won yet.
blanket and kind of throw it over the stairs the best I can.
Sure, I mean, so you have that whole cave of, like, barrels and crates and fire and bedrolls. So yeah, you go over, grab a blanket. Not big enough to just get over the majority. You can grab 2 and pretty handily cover it with a blanket.
Okay, Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some of the barrels and stuff and move it so it just looks like a stockpile of random stuff. Doug's really invested in the hiding part now.
Okay, so at this point, what check would that even be? We'll say, show me your character sheet for a second, hon.
Yeah.
Let me look at what skill checks I can make this. I guess I'll allow either a survival, a deception, or
Stealth, maybe?
yeah, or stealth. Like one of those 3, I'd allow.
What was the first one again?
Survival.
Yeah, survival,
Survival.
deception, or stealth.
Let's go with deception.
Go for it. And the
14.
idea of like, yeah, it's not too hard to do. It's just more of a matter of like, what skill does this count as? Yeah, so pretty handily, within a couple minutes of rolling back and forth, having a little bit of trouble getting through the small hole you've made in the wall, you're able to stack a couple barrels like around, and then take one of the crates and kind of like zhuzh it, put a blanket over top, and you get the sense that it kind of just from a distance looks like, oh, they kept their like the good cargo back here.
Cool, all right, that looks pretty good there.
You know, whatever happened to us urgently needing to go back because Donkey couldn't wait?
Well, do you want someone to go down with or not?
I suppose not.
I'm doing you a favor here. You know,
No, no.
I'm trying.
Um,
You scared me a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what you transformed into. I was scared. I'm doing you a favor.
Oh, yes. I'll explain that on the way back. That's not a concern. Please don't worry about that.
Oh, not a concern.
Hey, God.
He just does that
Yeah?
sometimes.
Johnny's looking at this thing right now, and does it look like it's actually gonna be convincing to like hide it?
You can't see the stairs.
But
At
does
least
does it look like something is being hidden?
Make a perception check.
Okay. 9.
That's good.
Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna just turn heel and just walk out. Are we going?
Yes, of course. Let's get going. Let's get that payment.
So you make your way back out of the cave, and
God damn it.
there's nothing that it's been 30 minutes. The donkey and the cart are both still there. The furniture haven't gotten a little bit of pollen resting on the top of the table since the journey began. Just a smidgen is still pristine.
Cool. I'm gonna do a wipe down of it as I get everything ready to go.
Sure. And if I remember correctly, I didn't write down exactly. I believe it took only about a quarter of the day to get here because of Donkey. So, because of that, on the way back, is there anything y'all wanted to do, or should we go to town?
On the way back, I wanted to give our new member, Doug, an explanation about what he saw while we were inside the cave.
Sure.
I feel like that's important. So I guess while we're on our ride, I'm kind of just sitting in the back where I was sitting before as we were planning, and I just kind of like I pull out the mask that you saw me wearing during the fight. I'm just kind of hold it up, just. So I suppose I owe you an explanation about this. I just hold up the mask.
That's the thing.
Yes, I apologize if that was alarming, or if I didn't tell you about it sooner. It's the
Or
reason
at all.
why, or at all. Yes, yes, of course. I wasn't exactly expecting us to get into such a combat. What you saw while we were in that cave was my patron. I am a warlock, and in order to gain the magical abilities I made a pact with a devil who goes by the name of Zeminier. There was many conditions to our deal in order for me to have the powers I do now. But one of the conditions of our pact was that when I enter combat, Zeminier may use my body as a vessel. Now, I know that might sound alarming. I know that might sound scary, but I should let you know, at the time the pact was made, Zeminier was very, very desperate to have any form of deal made with any mortals. So, I was able to set some conditions. While he is in control, he cannot bring harm to any innocents. He cannot make deals with anyone other than myself. So, you and everyone else here are perfectly safe. The biggest threat he poses is just being incredibly annoying.
Doug just like stares ahead with this like 1,000-mile long stare as he suddenly starts to grasp the situation he might be in.
Are you all right?
Oh no.
Doug, please. Doug, listen.
Oh jeez.
Listen.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you really could have got a better deal if he was that desperate.
But This was the
But you said you had all the bargaining power, and now he gets your body. That seems like a bad deal you took there.
No, you don't understand. Normally, when making pacts with demons like that, you don't get conditions like that. I was lucky to get the conditions we have. I'm lucky that I don't have to hurt innocent people using the magic I have.
Well, it
Demons
just seems like maybe you could have got a deal where it didn't take over your body, but what do I know?
Look, devils and demons, they're deal makers, and this one in particular was very, very desperate to have any form of vessel. He tells me that he's captive in the realm he comes from. So, the only way I could have even made a deal with him in the first place was if I provided him with that vessel. It was literally the only way he agreed to that deal. But, like I said, the only people he can harm while he's in control are people that are trying to harm us. We will be fine. You do not need to be afraid.
Example.
Kind of funny.
If I throw a little magic at Gideon's face, suddenly I'm in a chokehold from the dummier.
Zeminier is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And
Anyways,
that's not quite how it works.
I mean that means I'm a threat.
You'd have to be threatening our lives.
I'm assuming that that Gideon's up like near me where since I'm driving right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna put one big heavy hand on his shoulder, and I'm just gonna look at him with just the most sad, empathetic eyes he's ever seen. And he just goes, "I'm gonna help you get out of that pact, buddy."
And I just
No
look at him,
one deserves to have a body taken from him. Mm-mm.
I just look at him confused. It's just Doug, really, I appreciate your concern, but this pact I have, I wanted this. I asked for this. You don't have
yeah.
anything to save me from.
I never asked. Why?
Oh,
Well, now
Bit
we're
of a-
getting there. Now we're getting into that trauma.
look.
Trauma dumping time.
Look, let's just say I always wanted to have magic, didn't have magic. Started in a very low family, you know. We didn't make much.
Any
Couldn't go to
issues?
wizarding school, couldn't be a sorcerer like Johnny over here. So packed with a demon it was, you know.
It's okay. Zimmy's funny, so I'll allow
Yeah.
it.
Yes. You see, it works because Zimmy is funny.
Yes.
But
And with that, the village noise starts to come into purview.
anyway, let's drop the subject. Most villages are not very savvy to warlocks who can be possessed by their demon patron being within their midst. So
Okay, stop talking. We're getting close.
yeah, yep.
And as it's around noon, the hustle and bustle of this roadside town really starts to make itself known. Most of that hustle and bustle is just passing carts and travelers on the main road that cuts straight through town. But you again arrive around this... Oh, wait, hold on, this side. Around this left side of the village as you went west. That took me a second there. Past Eric Buckwheat's farm. And you arrive, I would say, around here.
And like per usual, as soon as we entered into the village, she went from her springy season to her winter season. So now she's blue.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
lovely.
Blue.
Question: did we have a short rest? Since would the travel be considered that?
It's been at least an hour, and you're traveling by cart, so I'll allow it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, your instructions were to report back to Eric. He said if it was after sundown, he'd probably be at the tavern. If it was before, he's probably on the farm.
Okay. So, I suppose as soon as we get into town, I'm hopping off the carriage to go and turn in that quest, because I'm assuming that Doug wants to get Donkey settled.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm hopping off.
Same, I'll hop off.
Did we bring like any proof that we did the job?
Our battle scars.
You are pretty beat up. But
Suppose-
you didn't bring... You didn't mention bringing anything.
I didn't think it would have been smart to bring kobold bodies.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Everyone make an intelligence saving throw real quick.
Saving throw, alright.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I crit failed.
That's
I was too
stupid.
concerned about Donkey.
11.
15.
6.
Okay, so Gideon... Gideon and... David, you said 11, right?
I said 11, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Gideon and Johnny, while they went, ooh, let's like cut off a kobold ear real quick. And so you have a couple kobold ears as proof.
Perfect. So, I guess I kind of like tap Johnny on the shoulder, and I look over at Alana and Doug, and I'm just, we're gonna bring these to Buckwheat. Hopefully this will be enough proof to show that we did the job for him.
Don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
I mean,
I wouldn't eat that.
You could put on a grill, you know, some seasoning.
Well, yeah,
Probably
that's what I was
really
gonna
good.
say. At least cook the thing first.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not eating raw, not an animal.
Well,
Eat the bears, right?
The bears were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, 'cause
don't
I
think they
asked the
ate the
bird,
bear.
and the bird I think said they would eat.
Maybe kobold tastes like bear.
The bird didn't say they ate the bears. The bird said the bears stopped coming back and forth when the big noise moved in.
That's right.
So
that's right.
the bears are MIA. Either they were eaten, they were scared off. That you don't know. You do know there were no bears in the cave, but there were kobolds.
Okay.
You didn't see big bear skeletons, if that helps.
Cool. So I guess technically we still need to find the bears.
I
Fine.
think the bears are long gone.
But we should
But-
speak to the farmer.
mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yes, I agree. And let's not eat the kobold ears before we've shown them to Mr. Buckwheat.
After.
Sure, whatever you want to do after. I
Okay.
don't care.
Alright, okay.
No, it's pretty simple. Again, you came in through town right next to Buckwheat's farm, and it's at like the highest noon gets right now. So just approaching, you can see under one of the stable awnings, he's kind of relaxed, taking a break, drinking out of some big jug of something. And he sees you approaching from a good bit away. It's a farm. It's pretty flat.
Hey, Buckwheat!
Oh,
We went to the cave!
did you find the bears?
No!
Bird said the
I
bears
hold up the
left.
kobold ear, though. We found kobolds!
Yes.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, we ventured into the cave. It seemed they were using some kind of illusion to make us believe that a dragon was staying within the cave, but it was a mere pack of kobolds, nothing else. We took care of it. I believe we killed all of them.
There must have been some really powerful illusion magic to fool all of you guys.
Yes, it was very powerful. Yes, it was very powerful illusion magic. Yes.
Well, I mean, hey, a job's a job. Sorry I had to go through all that fighting. I thought just a bigger bear moved in or something.
Oh, no, it's no worries, really. The situation was dealt with quickly. We had some friends to help. You should be expecting your bears to come back, hopefully within some time soon, now that the cave is empty.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it. And you said you didn't find the bears. You just found the kobolds. So the bears are probably just somewhere in the woods.
Yeah, if you want my guess, the bears probably ran away upon seeing the kobolds entering. So
I would too.
Anyway, are you able to pay us for the job?
Yeah, of course. It's in my house itself. I don't have it on me. Just give me 1 second. And he kind of walks away and saunters off for a little bit.
As he saunters off, I turn to Johnny.
What?
Now I know how you are. I need you to make me a promise. You don't tell anyone in this village about what we found after we took care of the kobolds.
5 gold.
What? What? I'm about to start arguing, and then as I'm about to say something, I look down and start rummaging through my bag to see if I have 5 gold.
Doug, after getting his card all fixed up, is gonna go head over to the farm as well to meet up with the boys.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm checking how much gold I currently have on
As
me.
you're rifling through your pockets, Eric kind of like skips a little bit, heads back, not skips, but like has that little hop to his step, holding a good handful size satchel. He's like, this is technically one of my egg bags, but it's unused, so you can just keep it. I got plenty of them.
Oh, yes, of course, thank you.
He just kind of tosses it in your direction.
All right, perfect. We can start divvying this up amongst each other then.
How much is in there?
It was 15 gold.
All right.
I'm gonna like slowly, like Gideon can see my neck slowly turn and lock eyes with him.
I give him this like very exhausted glare, and then I just like slowly like nod my head and I raise up my hand as if to say like 5 coins extra. Like, I just looked at him like, you'll get your 5.
Well, if you need anything else from me, I'll be in the tavern tonight. I'll make sure to let me, when I try to casually reference people who are on a document that I don't have open currently, I'll be telling Vala the good news tonight. Hey, you should stop by if you're still in town. I'm sure she'll want to give you a round for free.
Oh, yes, of course. That would be wonderful. And you wouldn't happen to know of anyone else in town who's offering any potential jobs or anyone nearby?
Magnus and Madame Thyra are always up for something.
Yes, of course. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you been in town long?
No, we've only been here about a day now.
Ah, okay. Sorry. Madame Thyra, she owns the, we call her the oddball. She's very sweet, but she owns the magic item shop that, we just call it a magic item shop around here. You're not really sure if it's going to be useful or not, or if it's a piece of jewelry or a branch that's been enchanted or just a stone. You never really know with her. But she's always looking for new weird stuff. And, oh, right, Magnus. He's the missionary that's been camped up in that Church of the Dawnfather. He's with the ethereal dragons, but, my documents don't open quick enough. But, Raynar's nice. He welcomes everyone in, Raynar's, obviously, Church of the Dawnfather. You can guess it. But, he hosts everyone, so he doesn't mind that Magnus is a dragon guy.
I see. Well, thank you very much for letting us know about all of this. Might stop by and talk to some of these interesting characters.
Hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Of course.
Am I there yet?
Yeah, you start rolling up as they kind of wind down this conversation.
Oh, there's Doug.
And question, because I'm a traveling merchant, have I interacted with Eric before?
I guess that's up to you. You are a traveling merchant. How long do you typically hold up in towns that you're passing through?
Probably a day, but I imagine I've gone through a couple times.
This is a very well-trodden road. I would say you've met him once or twice. You've seen him before. He's been here about past 8 years. Well, he's always been in this town his whole life. He's 27, I believe. But he's been the main farmer for this farm for about 10 years. So he's been a staple for about a decade. So you would have run into him if you've been through a couple times.
Okay. Cool. It's like, oh, hey there, boys. I just finished setting up Donkey, and I'm ready to take off again whenever you guys are.
Oh, wonderful. We were just finishing up here.
Hey, Doug, you know these guys?
Oh, Eric, how you doing there? And I give him a big old handshake.
Hey, he
Aw.
winces a bit, but not in a uncomfortable way. You're a big, strong guy.
Oh, yeah, no, I met these gentlemen, what, was it this morning? I believe so.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's a good bunch of lads. I helped them out with whatever that cave situation was over there.
Yes.
Oh, that's good to know. I mean, if I knew you were on the job, I probably would have charged less.
No. These boys, they put in a lot of hard work. It's good to see, you know. And you know, we're gonna head back there here in just a little bit and go check something out over there.
Yeah,
Is there
there's
something interesting in that cave?
Oh, very
Oh.
interesting.
You can see me like gesturing with my hand, like shut up.
Oh, do you have a case of the flailies?
Yes,
You know-
I do. Yes.
Eric, funny story. Doug here actually really helped me carry a large object down a stairway earlier this morning.
Pay you
Big,
your
strong guy. If you need some extra hands on the farm, I'm sure Doug might be.
Oh,
willing.
I
nah.
couldn't put him through that. But
Nah.
no, I can tell. Look, I've worked at a farm long enough to know I know a strong man when I see him.
Especially involving any stairways.
I'm like staring at you, I'm like whispering to you, like, I'll give you the 5 extra. I'll give you the 5 extra. Shut up.
Yeah, well, you know, Eric, I'm gonna help these guys with a little situation we found back at the cave. But you want to know something? Like, if you ever need help around here, you just let me know next time I'm in town. I can help carry a few, I don't know, bales of hay or anything like that you need done.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind, and you all have a great day. It's always good to see you, Doug.
Oh, good to see you too, Eric. And I give him one last handshake.
Of course. As you guys kind of pack up and start walking away, Eric raises a hand and goes, "Oh, I believe your name was Gideon, right?
Yes.
I'd get those flailies looked into. My sister caught him. She's never been the same since."
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be sure to talk to the first doctor I encounter.
Raynor's got some healing magic. You might be able to help out with that. I don't know if it's an affliction that can be magicked away, but it's always good to ask.
Oh, well, yes, of course. I'll be sure to ask.
And
Anyway.
he kinda goes back to his work.
I turn around. I walk a few steps away. I turn to Doug.
What?
Look, Doug, please, we cannot. I told this to Johnny as well. We cannot let anyone in this town know about what we found in there.
Oh, yeah, right. No, it's just, you know, I've known, yeah, I've gone through, I know Eric. He's fine. He won't do anything about it. His wife,
figured-
though, is quite a talker.
Oh my God. Listen, just we want to make
I've
sure as
heard-
little people hear about this as possible. We don't want anyone potentially disturbing that ancient dungeon and potentially finding anything that we could have found first.
Yeah, definitely don't want people finding that ancient dungeon.
You will get your extra 5 coins.
I'm waiting.
Just roll a d20 for me real quick.
Who?
Okay.
Johnny.
1 second. Nat 20.
What?
You know?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Somehow, as you're leaving the village and heading back to the wood line, Johnny yells that, and for a moment, Gideon, you go cold. He yelled that loud, and you rubberneck. You snap to the crowd behind you. Not a soul is looking.
I will kill you.
And you make it out of the village without the secret being spilled. Oh, I mean, Eric knows something interesting is in the cave, but that's about it. You know, he's only going to tell his wife that there's something interesting in the cave. His wife is a talker, though. It's about a quarter day's journey to get back to the cave. At this point, I assume you said you wanted to head right back out, right?
Yes. At least I wanted to.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I
think
could
they
I
were-
could use a few extra coins in my pocket.
So yeah, it's once again about a quarter's day journey to get back to the cave. At this point, it's about, like 4 or 5 o'clock. The sun is still in the sky, but it's approaching midday to dusk. It's not dusk yet, but you can tell, like, your next journey, it will be night. But you get to the cave and the sun's still in the sky.
Perfect. Okay. I'm like rubbing my hands together. Okay. Now that we're here, let's make the most of this. We should grab anything that looks to even be remotely interesting while we're in there. Who knows what kind of ancient knowledge is buried deep beneath the earth at this point? We could find anything down there. Is anyone else excited about this?
I mean, yeah, it's cool bricks.
I'm like, I'm looking over the cart trying to figure out how I can keep the furniture, donkey, and the cart safe.
I will say the cave is a bear's den. It's pretty wide mouth. You can get all of, like, your cart, like, a good 10-15 feet into the cave if that makes you feel safer.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that.
Just, like, adding to the visual aspect of, like, how big the cave is.
Would I be able to get the cart and donkey to where the kobold camp is? Or at least donkey.
Donkey for sure. The cart is gonna, you get the sense you might be able to get it in. You don't know if you're getting the cart back out.
Okay, I'll get it in as comfortable, like as far as I can in a comfortable sense, and then I will bring donkey further into the cave.
So yeah, you do that without huge issue, and kind of, I assume you unrein donkey so he can just kind of walk alongside without any leash or harness or anything like that.
I'll have like a lead and
Gotcha.
guidance so I trust donkey, but also I want to be able to secure donkey to like a wall or something just so donkey won't run off if she gets spooked or he gets spooked.
For sure. So yeah, you make your way down the cave, donkey alongside you, no issues. It's nothing has changed in the 4-ish, 5-ish hours you've been gone. And the kobold cave den area, again the same, the fire, kind of embers at this point, but enough to light up that cave so as you can see your surroundings somewhat. But the hole in the back of the cave is now very dark, now that the fire is mostly out.
Okay. Well, I have a torch on me if we need it.
Simple as. I mean, there's lit embers, so you can literally just hold the torch on the embers for a bit to catch your torch enough to have it lit. You're kind of good there.
Okay, I'm
Is
gonna do
there-
that. I'm gonna immediately light the torch.
For sure.
Is there enough wood or anything where I can get the fire started again?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You used a lot of the barrels and crates to cover the stairwell, but there's still other barrels and crates that are, some were already kind of busted. You could pull off a piece of plywood there. Some can be busted. As far as firewood, you kind of caught them at the beginning of the day, so they were about to stock up. So there's no firewood, but there is like spare wood.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna go down there, so I might take some of the crates that I use to hide the entrance and just check if there's anything useful in them. If there isn't, I'm just gonna break down the crates and use some of it for firewood so donkey has a little bit of light.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no. 6.
So it takes you a good bit, but, it's not like it's hard to find things in crates. It's just, to fully go through all of it, it takes you a little longer than you would have wanted to. But you do get through all of those crates and barrels that you used. Most of it, dried meats. Not a lot. You can tell they're kind of partying hard. The 2 barrels you did roll over were empty, which is why you were able to roll them over through the hole and all that. And you do find a couple boxes of just seems like dried hide, as if to maybe make armor later. You get the sense that they're kind of just picking up random things people were traveling with. So there's not much of use besides, I would say, like, you know, a sizable pouch of dried meat.
Okay. Cool. I'll break some of the empty stuff and start another fire while everyone prepares to go into the cave.
For sure. Yeah, simple enough, and within a couple minutes it catches and there's a decent fire going. And at this point, the whole den would be lit up from that. The side room also lit up, and the stairwell, now that the box have been moved, once again visible.
Looks pretty scary. You sure you're brave enough to go in, Gideon?
I have never wanted to go anywhere in my life more than I want to go down that hole.
Mm-hmm. Let me do one thing quick. I'm gonna look at Gideon's torch. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to change it to blue.
Sure.
Yep.
It's now blue.
Yep.
I turn to look at my torch. Why did you do that?
It's cooler.
Okay. Thank you.
No need to thank me.
Of course. Anyway, so I'm looking down the pit, and you said there was like blockages where the stairwell would normally like stop.
So now that you have a torch, like a lit torch, and you're at the top of the stairwell, the blockages are on the stairwell above you.
Right.
Looking down into the stairwell, it goes. From the light of your torch, you can't see the bottom yet.
Well, if everyone else is ready, I would very much like to see what's down here.
All right, I got Donkey all taken care of, ready to go. Oh, hey, cool torch.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
We have such an efficient campaign. Episode 1, we did a dragon. Episode 2, we did a dungeon. We already did it. We kind of beat it. You start delving down.